What's going on YouTube? It's your boy 87 Chevy Listo here. Today's video, I'm going to be basically catching you up on when I got back from Stanford all the way until current time. Do want to apologize. I know it took me a little longer to make the video, so that way I could let you guys know what's going on, but I wanted to wait until I heard back from my doctor to make sure I was telling you exactly what was going to go on and what was really going to happen. But for the most part, all that's situated, so let's go ahead and run it down what's been happening ever since I got back from Stanford. So I want to say I came back from Stanford October 12th. Like I said before, terrible experience, never would I do it again. That's just my opinion. But besides that, went ahead and came back October 12th. Got situated at home, waited to hear from my doctor. She went ahead and gave me a call. I want to say October 16th is when she gave me a call. The call was to basically explain why I got taken out of Stanford and back at Kaiser in Sacramento. So she was telling me that my testicular cancer isn't it's not any type of testicular cancer. It's actually a very rare type of testicular cancer. I want to say like 1 in 5 people get it. Yay, I'm one of the 1 in 5. So the treatment that I was getting at Stanford wasn't going to be able to treat me. It was actually going to be pointless for me to be doing the bone marrow transplant. It was honestly pointless for me to go ahead and do that, so she canceled it, called me, let me know that it's a very super rare type. This is the proper term. That's basically the proper terminology on what type of testicular cancer I have. We actually had to contact a doctor from Indonesia to get his resume to, I want to say, cure me, or to see if it'll actually help me, because he was able to cure 1 or 2 people. But that was all the way in Indonesia. He called and told me when I start this medicine, it's honestly going to feel like death. It's going to be very brutal. I'm not going to like it. And then they also lowered my chance of beating the cancer. I went from a 20% chance of beating it to now a 5% chance of beating it. It doesn't matter. It's just what the doctors are saying. Mentally and physically, I feel good. I don't feel as bad as I used to compared to the other chemos. Literally, it's a 9-day difference compared to what I felt like last year. I was super out of it. Wasn't comfortable. Wasn't eating. I lost a lot of weight. The list can go on. But this new regimen that they gave me that's supposed to make me feel like death, really makes me feel a lot better. I still don't have the hair, but I'm cool with that. I'm able to eat, have my balance back. None of my hands are swollen. It's good. I don't have to rely on people to turn on the faucet for me. It's hard turning on the car, opening door handles, shower knobs, opening water bottles, the whole nine. It sucked. Really, really sucked. But now I can do everything on my own. Almost everything on my own. I still have a lot of complications with some stuff, but luckily my wife, she's pretty strong. She helps me out a lot, so thank God for her. So I went ahead and started the new regimen on November 30th to basically see how it is. It's once a week, every month, for 6 hours a day. for one session. The second session, it could be anywhere from 2 to 4 hours, um, every day for a week, once week out of the month. Um, and then there's another one where it only takes about, I want to say, an hour to about 2 hours. Um, Basically like a shot they give into my IV. We consider it, it's called a Bloody Mary. They usually give that to me towards my third trimester. That's when I usually get really tired and super out of it. Kind of a reason why I haven't been making the videos too is because just had my chemo. Like I said, it takes me about a week to get back to myself. So we started this new chemo. I want to say December 8th is when she went ahead and wanted to get CAT scan and x-rays done. Basically from the top of my head all the way down to I think on about my kneecaps, just to see where the cancer is. So when I did the CAT scan, we got the results back, I want to say December 10th. It showed that the cancer had actually shrunk down. Really good sign. The cancer is actually, the one on my kidney shrunk down a little bit, so you know that was a good sign. The one that's spotting on my liver went ahead and shrunk down as well, and then the one in my lung also went ahead and shrunk down with the ones on my lymph nodes. Those are all the spots that I have cancer, besides my testicular area. But they cut the main source out, so that's already solid. It's just I have all these different spottings through my body due to the lymph nodes. But hopefully that'll get solved. We'll get to that in a second. I want to say December 19th, I went ahead and actually caught a UTI, urine tract infection. I believe the proper term is what it's called. Worst thing I've ever experienced while being sick with cancer is I didn't know, because I had my pee bag, that I'm prone to having infections because I'm having a foreign object in my body. Whoa, that was crazy. I caught a fever, had the chills, throwing up. I pretty much had all the symptoms, of COVID-19. Wife was ready to kill me because, prior to that, I was, at my best friend's house talking to him and stuff. Came home and started feeling sick, so we assumed that that's what I had got is COVID. So we had to take myself to the hospital to make sure that I didn't have it, because I am a cancer patient and, my immune system shut down. So went to the hospital, did a bunch of tests, they pulled some blood work, did the COVID-19 test, came back, nope, negative. So that was good, but we still needed to figure out what was wrong. So we waited a little bit longer. They came back and said that I actually had an infection, which is a UTI, so they needed to hospitalize me for 24 hours to give me the correct antibiotics through my IV, and to basically keep a surveillance on me to make sure that I'm okay. I'm not having super high fevers. I don't have I want to say like a heart attack, a seizure, or any of those. So, they wanted to basically observe me. So I ended up staying at the hospital. Here's another picture. That's basically my room and me staying overnight. So went ahead, got picked up the next day. Felt a lot better. Huge difference from when I went in there to when I left. Felt really good. I was able to walk again. I didn't feel super weak. Basically, they pretty much fixed me for the time being. After that, I want to say January 26th, Um, I went ahead and had my first blood transfusion. That's basically me getting a liter of blood uh, because my blood count was too low for me to take my chemo, so we had to push it back a week. Um, really didn't like that we had to push it back a week, but they said with the new blood, I should bounce back within a week and I should be able to start my chemo session again, uh, which technically is what happened. It took a little longer for my blood count to get back to normal, so when I was good and I was eligible to go ahead and do my chemo, we went ahead and started again on Monday through Friday for the 6 hours. Uh, February 16th, we talked about removing my pee bag so that way, because like I said, the cancer had shrunk on my kidney, so I wasn't having any issues or anything. So we scheduled me to go ahead and get it removed. Didn't go as planned. I got there, they went ahead and I guess discussed that they were still worried about my kidney, so they wanted to keep it in because 2 days, 3 days prior to me getting it taken out, I started having, more back pain, started getting real more uncomfortable at night. It's hard for me to sit down for too long, stand for too long. Just real uncomfortable pain from my, lower left back all the way to my left leg, and then it'll slowly creep over to my right side. So we went ahead and just swapped out the tubes so that way I can have a new tube and a new pee bag. I had to do that every 3 months. So far, this is my third time getting replaced, so kind of used to it. It's really not that bad. It's about a 10-hour procedure. Uh, I'm kind of awake the whole time, but they numb it up so that way I don't feel it, so that's the good thing. So after I went ahead and got the pee bag, the new pee bag put in February 16th, 2 days later, I went ahead and, um, oh, whoops, sorry, February 23rd, I went ahead and seen a doctor and was told that um, the cancer had actually grew on my kidney. It grew a little bit more. Nothing too bad, but it did grow. So it kind of raised some flags. Everything else was nice and good. So we went ahead and discussed about doing a surgery. Um, it wasn't for sure, if we were going to do the surgery or not. So she wanted to go ahead and get with a couple of other doctors, a couple of specialists in Northern California to basically get their opinions on what they think about the surgery, if I'll be, a good candidate to basically get it removed, and what would need to be done if I did do the surgery. I'm actually eligible to do the surgery, so I really don't have nothing else to lose. I went ahead and tried literally everything. My next bet is really to do the surgery. We're gonna go ahead and we scheduled it for, I want to say March 31st. March 31st, we went ahead and scheduled it. So I'm gonna get open from my center chest down to my belly button. We're gonna go ahead and remove my left kidney, 3/4 of my liver, and some of my lymph nodes. Some crazy shit. Uh, Hopefully after the surgery, the surgery should take about 6 hours to do. I'll be hospitalized for about 5 to 7 days, depending on how I heal. And then from there, it'll take me about 6 weeks to go ahead and heal all the way back up, because I had to go ahead and let the stitches and the inside stitches basically all heal, so that way then I can start moving around, exercising, and I should hopefully only had to do a little more chemo sessions to be cured from, you know, testicular cancer. But that's that. Um, this is basically to, you know, let you know what's going on and what I have coming up. But that's pretty much it. I'll go ahead and keep you guys updated on, you know, how the surgery goes. You know, videos while I'm in the hospital. Hopefully, um, if not, I'll do a full video on how I feel afterwards, and um, you know, go ahead and get your guys' feedback from there. But so far, that's what's going on. So appreciate you guys for watching all my videos and showing the support. I appreciate it very much. But if you can go ahead and like, share, and subscribe, and you know, basically help me get my story out there. You know, it'll mean a lot. But for the most part, that's pretty much it, man. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.